Hey Aquarius, welcome. This is going to be your second reading here for the month. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anyone with heavy Aquarius placements in their chart. Anything that you need on me is in the description box, as well as how to get a personal read. Let me know how you feel about the reading in the comment section. If it resonates with you, please remember to like the video. And if you haven't and you're looking forward to seeing my readings, please hit that subscribe button. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, heavy placements in Aquarius. Let's make the channel here. Aquarius. Okay. All right, here. So what I'm getting right now here, you need to make sure that you're definitely trusting your intuition, especially when things get difficult, when you're facing a challenge here and you're afraid. And I feel like Spirit's telling you here within your intuition, you can get through this no matter how difficult it looks. But I feel like you may allow that to hold you back sometimes. Maybe making a relationship could also hold you back as far as in how assertive you feel, how confident you feel. What is dead and must depart. I feel like we do have a victory here. Triumph and success here with the Ace of Swords. So there could have been a decision that was made in your favor, and now it's time for you to move forward. It's definitely a time for you to deal with the change and the emotional loss. Kind of say your goodbyes, honor your feelings, put it out to the universe, because they hear and see and feel everything, every tear, every emotion here. So know that you are supported, but you do need to release it here from you. What you do need to address is the temptations that you have to go back to old ways, to old situations, old patterns. There's a lot pulling on you here and around you that kind of leads you back into an old way or an old habit. I feel like the reason why this is happening is because there will be tests as you heal. You have to be ready and prepared. There's always going to be a test. They don't want you to get comfortable either. So make sure that you use a place, be it a platform, a therapist, friends. Make sure that you're able to communicate about how it is you're feeling and what you're going through someplace safe, because there is a lot of suffering in silence, especially for the road ahead. Worried and afraid about the road ahead, the pain that you feel you're going to have to endure on this next journey. Looking real hazy to you right now, and some of that could just be your feelings, you know, the hurt that you're going through. So make sure that you're speaking with someone. Thank you, Spirit, for clear and accurate message. I feel like it's been a tough road. There has been some kind of halts here, and whatever it was, there's a veering off of the roads or a separating of ways here. I don't think you're too worried here. You know that you have a solid foundation, a lot of people rejoicing and supporting here around you. I do feel like it's difficult that you don't communicate with certain people. I think oftentimes you feel like maybe you did too much or said too much, offended too much, but I feel like you've lost a lot of people, and there's a lot that you're sitting on it. I think if you do feel any kind of guilt, you know, you kind of hold that back. You're maybe not ready to admit to it yet. If not, if you feel like maybe those people just weren't enlightened, or they just didn't believe you because they feel like you were coming from a place of hurt, you know that you hold yourself back, and whatever it was you communicated or whatever took place by words, I feel like you know that you held back a little bit. I do feel like there's offers of friendship or people sending things out to you, and you're open to it if you do get a message here. I don't know if you trust this individual too much, that you have a strained relationship with them, but they do reach out to say hello after it's been some time, and you do reach back out to them. But there's not a lot of trust, but there is a lot of love, and I think it'll be an honest conversation. Maybe because of what it is you now know, or what it is that is revealed throughout the conversation. Yeah, you're definitely in a more loving, taking care of your place, taking care of yourself kind of state. Very confident to move ahead, even if there have been some failures. You're still working certain things out, but just allowing yourself to be led. Even though you're not really getting fulfillment in the situation, I see that you are ready to kind of release it. Taking time to yourself as you're like disconnecting from this energy. Needing to always have clarity in your mind. There is love here. There is a partnership there, and you are open to new opportunities. But someone, you still need your distance. There has to be peace and friendship for a time, and someone really equally giving to you in a way that they should and showing you continued action. I feel like you're waiting on that. They're waiting on that. There's still some unfairness. So in the meantime, there is a disconnect and you're kind of breaking away from it. Someone will, you could be someone else that you're connecting with, or this person could come back in with some kind of emotional interest. You're really enjoying your independence right now if you have suitors around you. So I do feel like you're kind of ignoring them. It kind of awakens certain feelings and you're just not ready to become attached to anyone else right now. I do feel like this is definitely a good time here for money, for solid foundations and moves to be made here. Brought in by the universe. You're not really sure. Some people aren't sure, especially if you've separated from someone or there's been a change in something that's happened. Someone's not too sure. They don't understand how you've gotten all that you've gotten, how you're able to obtain it. They're not speaking to you right now here, but you've released them and don't care, don't have a want for it anymore. You chalk them up as being someone you cannot trust, someone who is disloyal, who really upset you a lot and kind of led you on and never had any intention of building anything. And it's a broken partnership, so you don't care, you don't want it anymore. They can question how you obtained it all they want, but it was the universe really coming in and protecting you. With all that being said, there is a stability or a happiness that was there that I feel you were suffering in. This could be a relationship, someone that you were with that you were happy with, had everything that was needed to be stable. But I feel like you almost resent that moment or study or think about that moment, especially if you became a mother. This is a situation with your mother. Take it where it resonates. But it could be a relationship, someone that you're thinking about where you all were happy. You could have had a child for them unexpectedly here, which really kind of turned things around, but you did your best to kind of step into that role and support it. But there was someone around who was doing some lying, you know, conflict. They had a lot of drama going on in their lives, and they didn't necessarily reveal all that to you, but came back possibly because of the child, and that's what caused the separation or the ending, the heartache in it, because this person didn't reveal who they really were. And now there's this emotional attachment and so much invested in a lot of stress, a lot of disappointment, a lot of drinking here, and someone coming back in to try to restart something. But I do feel like, yeah, you're showing back up to restart something, but you're empty-handed. And it's just pain, and they're just acting like they're hurt and like they're not ready to let go, but maybe they're trying to protect their funds. I feel like that could have been something that you were dealing with, and I think you need to let someone know if you're dealing with things or what it was you've suffered through, because there's a lot of going through a lot of things and not letting people know. And that's your read, Aquarius.